classic mode, we use a normal EIGRP, router EIGRP 100. We need to define the autonomous system number, and then we just advertise the network ID with a wildcard mask, and then, or you can just use network command. So it is going to advertise with the default, to advertise the network with the default subnet mask. Now the same thing we do in IP version in the case of EIGRP name mode as well. Now the thing is, here we need to define router EIGRP and we need to define some instance name. In case of EIGRP name mode, all the configurations relating to IPv4, or it can be IPv6, or it can be VRF related, which we use in MPLS kind of implementations, all those configurations comes under a single routing instance. And we need to define with some name. Now here I'm using a name of CCIE. And then we need to get into the respective address families. If you're going to configure something on IPv4, we need to say address family IPv4, and then we are going to define the autonomous system number here. Now in order to form the neighborship, they must match the same autonomous system number. Now it's same like this, but the thing is, we are not defining inside the router mode. We need to define under the address family IPv4 unicast autonomous system 100. Now similar way, we can also configure on the same router address family IPv4 with autonomous system 200 and the configurations relating to autonomous system 200. In the same way, on the same router, we can have multiple autonomous systems configured under the same instance. Now similar way, we can also configure the same IPv6 configurations also by just replacing the command with IPv6, and all the IPv6 related commands will come under this address family. So the first thing, we need to get into the address family before we actually command the network commands or any command relating to specific EIGRP. And then the network commands are exactly the same, but they don't come in the normal router mode. They come under the address family mode. Now similar way, when you compare with IPv6 configurations, now IPv6 normal in the classic mode, we need to define no shutdown and EIGRP router ID with these commands. And then to advertise the interfaces, we need to enable the protocol under the interface. We need to go to each and every interface to enable the IPv6 EIGRP. But whereas in case of IPv6 configurations in EIGRP name mode, the first thing, we need to enable IPv6 unicast routing, and then we go to the router EIGRP instance here, just like we did in a normal mode. In the previous mode, we need to say address family IPv6, and then by default, once you add this command, automatically it is going to enable IPv6 automatically on all the interfaces. Now which means we don't need to go to each and every interface, enable the IPv6 EIGRP on the interfaces. So once you add this command, address family IPv6 autonomous system 100, it's going to enable on all the interfaces. And if you want to disable on specific interface, let's say I got a router 1 which is having 3 interfaces, S0 by 0, F0 by 0. Let me take an example. I got 3 interfaces here, S0 by 0, F0 by 0 and F0 by 1. So I want to enable IPv6 only on these 2 interfaces, but not on the third interface. Now in that case, I can go to this interface, S0 by 0. I can simply say shutdown. Now in order to go to that specific interface, not on the global configuration mode, we need to say AF interface. The command will be something like this, AF interface, and then we need to say shutdown the EIGRP on that particular interface. And if you, or even we can do something like this. Let's say if you have multiple interfaces, I got 3 interfaces and I want to enable, let's say there are 4 interfaces. I want to enable EIGRP only on this one interface, but not on the remaining 3 interfaces. In that case, I can go to AF interface default and I can give shutdown, which means it is going to disable IPv6 EIGRP on all the interfaces, and I can go to that specific interface. I can say no shutdown. So no shutdown will enable the protocol on that particular interface. Now in case of classic mode, you must give no shutdown command globally to enable EIGRP, that is mandatory. But whereas in case of name mode, it's not really mandatory. We go under the interface to disable that. And we need to mandatory go to each and every interface to enable the IPv6, but here it is by default enabled on each and every interface, and we can disable it globally. So let's get into the command line for verifying these configurations. I got a small lab here documented with 3 routers. Probably I'll be using router 1, router 2, router 3. And on the router 1 and router 2, I'm going to use the name mode configurations between them. So I got a 15.iOS versions, and I'm using a name mode between router 1 and router 2 for both IP version 4 and IP version 6. And the instance name, I'm going to use CCI. And even if you're using a name mode, you can still have a backward compatibility with a classic mode, where on the router 4, I'm going to use a classic EIGRP. And I want to ensure that the router 1 should be working with name mode configuration as well as the classic mode. And I'm going to do the same configurations for both IP version 4 and IP version 6. Now in this lab, the IP addressing is pre-configured for both IP version 4 and IP version 6. Now the first thing, I'll start with IPv4, and the IPv4 addressing is pre-configured as per my diagram. So on the router 1, I decided to use name mode, so I'll say router EIGRP. Now either I can define the autonomous system number, which is a classic mode. I'm going to define some name, and then we need to say address family. Now address family, we can define either IPv4 or IPv6. Now here, any IPv4 related commands we need to define under the IPv4, and then we say unicast, or we can directly say autonomous system number and 100. Now once we are under the autonomous system 100, it means that we want to advertise this router 1 in the EIGRP 100, and then we need to enable the interfaces like 1.1.1.1, and then I'm also advertising the 10 network, which is in the LAN on the router 1. Done. Let's do the same thing on the router 2 as well. On the router 2 also, I'll do the same thing, router EIGRP instance name. Now instance name is something locally significant, and then address family IPv4 autonomous system number 100. The ACE number has to match on both the sides, and then I'm saying 1.1.1.2, the WAN interface which is connecting between router 1 and router 2 here, and then advertising the 20 network in the LAN. Now I can see the neighborship adjacency has been established, and the verification commands are same, show IP EIGRP neighbors. And if I verify show IP EIGRP interfaces, now I can see the interfaces are up. Now these are the interfaces where IPv6 is enabled, IPv4 routing is enabled. And then if I verify show IP route EIGRP, I should be able to see 10 network route coming into my routing table. And there are some other show commands we can use, like we can use show IP protocols if you want to verify. Let's say show IP protocols. I can see these are metric wide supported here. K6 is also supported in the EIGRP metric, wider metric, and the router ID concept is exactly the same as OSPF here. And then here you can see the administrative distance is also same, and the metric version is 64-bit instead of 32-bit. Now EIGRP name mode supports some wider metric, which is a 64-bit than 32-bit, which was in the classic mode. Now if you want to verify, and one more thing you need to know here, if you are configuring EIGRP in the name mode, by default it is going to disable the auto summary, so there is no need to give no auto summary command. If you are using classic mode, by default it will do auto summary, so we can disable that by using no auto summary command. Okay, so let's do the same thing for IP version 6 also. Now I got the same diagram, but the only difference is I just changed the IP addresses. Now here the IP addressing is pre-configured here. So I'm going to configure between router 1 and router 2 EIGRP using name mode. So we don't need to create any separate instance. We can use the same instance, but we need to go to address family IPv6, and then we need to define the autonomous system number 100. So before I do this, I need to enable IPv6 unicast routing, and then I need to go to router EIGRP and then give the command address family IPv6 autonomous system 100. And the next thing is, once I enable this command, if you verify show IPv6 EIGRP interfaces, now you can see here by default IPv6 is enabled on all these interfaces. Now if you want to disable any specific interface, we can say address family interface default, and I can say shutdown. So once I say shutdown here, once I give the command called shutdown now, you can see EIGRP is not enabled on any one of these interfaces. So in case if you have a scenario where you want to enable only on selected interfaces, it's recommended to go with shutdown, AF interface default shutdown, and then on the router 1, I'm going to use the interface. I can simply exit. I can say interface S1 by 0. We can say no shutdown, and then AF interface F0 by 0. I can say no shutdown. So now if I verify show IPv6 EIGRP interfaces, now this particular IPv6 EIGRP name mode configuration is only done on S1 by 0 and F0 by 0. Why? Because I have disabled on globally. So let's verify the configurations one more time. So if I give show run section EIGRP, I should be able to see the configurations. Now here you can see this is address family IPv6 configurations, and I'm giving a command called AF interface default. It's going to disable globally on all the interfaces, and I'm enabling on only interfaces AF interface S1 by 0, and the other interface I'm using F0 by 0. Now let's do the same thing on the router 2 as well. On the router 2 also, I'm going to say router EIGRP CCI, and then address family IPv6 autonomous system 100. So before that, I need to say IPv6 unicast routing, and then address family IPv6. Now I'm going to say AF interface default. I'll try to shut down. That's something I do generally. And then I'm going to enable only on the interface S1 by 0 in my scenario, and F0 by 0. No shutdown. So if I verify show IP EIGRP interfaces, IPv6 EIGRP interfaces, I should see IPv6 has to be enabled on S1 by 0 and F0 by 0. Let me enable it. I think I missed that interface. Address family IPv6 autonomous system number 100, and then I need to say AF interface as F0 by 0. Need to say no shutdown command. So if I give show IPv6 EIGRP interfaces, I can see F0 by 0 and S1 by 0, both interfaces are enabled with IPv6. So I should see the neighborship between them. Show IPv6 EIGRP neighbors, same like same commands. This command is same. I can see the link local address of the neighbor, and the neighborship is up. And if you verify the routes, show IPv6 route EIGRP, you can see the route coming from the router 1, and you can also ping to that particular LAN interface. So one more thing what we'll do is we'll get back to the topology here. We can also run a combination of name mode. Let's say there is a router which is running a name mode configurations, and maybe you're running some older router, maybe 12.4 iOS versions, and by default in this iOS versions we must run classic mode. So it's still backward compatible, it still runs fine, still they form the neighborship, still they exchange the routes. So that's something what we are going to do now. I'm going to configure on the router 4. I got one more router which is running 12.iOS versions. So I want to configure, in fact this is my 15.iOS version. Still it supports the older configuration and the new configuration as well. I'm going with the older configuration. So I'll go router EIGRP 100. But one more thing, once we enable, let's say I'm going to run router EIGRP, and then if I give router EIGRP 100, let me disable it. So let's go to router 1 first. I'll try to run router EIGRP 100. So normally once we enable the name mode, it's not going to accept the classic configurations. But here I actually configured that, so not a problem. So I'll remove it. No router EIGRP CCI. So I'm going to configure the classic mode here, router EIGRP 100, no auto summary, because in the classic mode you have to disable the auto summary. And then I'm going to advertise my LAN interface 40.network, and then I'm going to advertise 4.network, the WAN interface. And if I verify show IP EIGRP interfaces, show IP EIGRP interfaces. Let me check the configurations. Okay. So we just configured the router EIGRP 100 and advertising the 40 network in the LAN and 4 network in the WAN. So the same thing we'll do on the router 1. On the router 1, let me just quickly configure both actually. So I'm going to configure IPv6 as well, both at the same time. So in case of classic mode, we need to say IPv6 unicast routing, and then we need to say IPv6 router EIGRP 100, and then we need to say, sorry, it has to be 100, so let me use 100 here because I'm using 100 over there. No shutdown, and we can also define the router ID here, which is optional again. We can define the router as 4.4.4.4, and then we need to enable on the interface S1 by 0 IPv6 EIGRP 100 and interface F0 by 0 IPv6 EIGRP 100. So if I verify show IP EIGRP interfaces, right now it's not showing anything. So show IP EIGRP neighbors also, you don't see anything because we don't have EIGRP running on the other side. Let's go to router 1 and configure EIGRP. So router EIGRP is CCIE, and then I'm going to enable both autonomous system 100, advertising the 4 network, and the LAN interface is already advertised on the router 1, and I'm going to say address family IPv6 autonomous system 100, and on the IPv6 we need to enable S1 by 0 interface. So AF interface S1 by 0, I need to say no shutdown, because on the router 1 I have given a command AF interface. On the global interface mode I have shut down the shutdown command, so probably we need to say no shutdown. So on the router 1, if I verify the commands, I think I have configured on the wrong interface. Let me check. S1 by 0. So it's not S1 by 0, actually it is S1 by 1. So it has to be S1 by 1 as per my topology. It's S1 by 1 here. So let's go to router EIGRP CCIE, address family IPv6 autonomous system 100. We need to say AF interface S1 by 1 and we need to say no shutdown command. Now the problem for not forming the neighborship, actually the interface was in shutdown state. I didn't give no shutdown here, so I'm using S1 by 1 here. I need to enable this interface to no shutdown. That's the reason. And also my F0 by 0 interface was in shutdown state, so I need to give no shutdown command. So now that's the reason. If you verify, when I was using show IPv6 EIGRP interfaces or show IP EIGRP interfaces, it was not showing my interfaces. That was the reason. Now I should see the neighborship has to be up between router 4 and router 1 if everything is okay. Let me verify the interfaces. My F0 by 0 interface is up and S1 by 1 into up. And I can see the neighbors adjacency has been established for both IPv4 and IPv6. So if I verify show IPv6 EIGRP neighbors for verifying the neighbors on the router 4, and also I can verify show IP EIGRP neighbors. And if I go to router 1 and if I verify show IP route EIGRP, I should be able to see the route coming from router 4, and also I should be able to see the route coming from router 4 for IPv6. Similar way, if I give show IP route EIGRP, you can see the route coming here. I can see the metric. If you're using classic metric, it still uses the 32-bit metric cost. But whereas if you're using show IP route EIGRP, the metric calculation will be different. But still it is backward compatible, it works fine. So this is how we can configure IPv4 and IPv6 routing. Now in the production network, probably you can either come across scenario where you might be running both the name modes, it's going to still work, but you can have still IPv4 and IPv6 routing configured between a classic mode and the new name mode configurations.